On behalf of the JGMA and Beehive architecture teams, it's my pleasure and privilege to share with you the ideas and inspiration for RK5. As you'll notice in these images, this project really represents an extension of neighborhoods, an extension of the community, and weaving those ideas from the east and west and north and south directly onto the site. So that when you look at the full composition of this campus, whether it's the community-based programs towards Roosevelt or the more industrial programs to the north, there's one vocabulary that stitches all of this together. It really is about uplifting a community, not just in our ideas. As you can see, these really speak to the design excellence that is sought out by the city. But also, this team represents exactly what Invest Southwest is about. And it's about uplifting neighborhoods, developers of color, architects of color, builders of color, and other minority and women-owned businesses. This team is different because the participants are minority and women-owned, not as small portions of a project, but examples of leadership. And we've come together to help change the narrative of what's possible when this expertise is given a chance to really transform the industry and our neighborhoods.
Events of the past few months have been hard on all of us. But if it's taught us anything, it's the huge importance of work we're doing to dismantle the system of racism and inequality that has created the generational chasms of access and opportunity and hope within our city.
For it to be successful over time, that you have Black people not just be a part of that project, and be leaders in developing the project over there.
Yield is a good opportunity to build wealth in the south and west sides of Chicago by helping emerging developers of color get into the real estate game. I think the RK5 team is unique because you talk about an innovative, creative partnership model with the experienced team, the emerging developers, the members of color coming from those communities represented by the team. I think it hits on all of the facets the city's looking for. You think about the services and the amenities that are going to come out of the development, the job creation that's going to come out of it for individuals in that community. I think it hits all of the things the city's looking to accomplish in this RFP.
This group is designed to build in the neighborhoods. Some people are just coming to this project because the land is cheap.
This is what partnership looks like.
Instead of not people who don't look like me at the table, who have the same values and same concerns and issues that live here.
The connection for this project in particular is the neighborhood. I have my uncle that has a body shop around the corner, my cousin who owns a home in the neighborhood. So I think for all of us, we really want to see some new developments, some creative developments, and I think this is a particularly good team for that.
My connection to the North Lawndale community is I was a former resident briefly. I have friends that are from North Lawndale, live and play and work Lawndale, and also like to go to Douglas Park each year for picnics. I want to be a real estate developer because it's important for me to create safe spaces for people who look like myself.
Art West is an art-based business. We focus on hosting art events, and also we recently opened a gallery space where we're able to focus on retail of art sales and also merchandise. But along with that, we have a social component where we're building out an entire network of creatives from the west side of Chicago, but more specifically, the North Lawndale area.
The experience that I bring to the RK5 team that is unique is my background. I am a mom, And while I have not been a resident of North Lawndale, I have been a stakeholder for the last 17 years. Both of my children attend school in North Lawndale. I have also been a very active participant with the NLCCC. I have been a co-chair of the Workforce Committee. Also, I have worked with small businesses, and from the perspective of engaging both small businesses, workforce organizations, as well as some of the other additional support providers that need to be present in an ecosystem, I think I bring that experience that is just not necessarily present with traditional real estate developers.
So I'm a part of the North Lawndale Community Coordinating Council, and I started the Sports and Recreation Subcommittee, which formed into what's now called the North Lawndale Athletic and Recreation Association. And the goal is a collaborative approach for those who are running sports programs, the parks, the police department, schools, and others who need that. All of us coming together to focus on building a world-class sports and recreation experience for those who live in North Lawndale. So this development, when the opportunity presented itself, because I've been talking about this for a while with other elected officials and business leaders, the need for a new sports and recreation facility. So if we're able to make this happen, it closes a lot of gaps, and then it also offers a lot of opportunities for young people to be involved in sports and recreation, arts, youth development programs, and things of that nature.
So we call it Momentum Coffee and Co-working. We talked a little bit about how we do community building, but let's not sleep on the fact that we're creating a coffee space as well. And we know that coffee spaces are places that help bring people together, that offer great beverages, not only just coffee, but teas and snacks and pastries. And part of what we do is like, we create this space, but what it also does, it accelerates other businesses. We'll bring in other Black-owned and African-American-owned pastry companies. Our sandwiches are made by African-Americans, so it really becomes a bigger space other than just a coffee space. But in the end, it's really about us coming together, enjoying ourselves, enjoying our families, and just really creating a really viable, healthy community.